How could I possibly be a corpse refining practitioner? Senior brother must have misunderstood me. Please give me a chance to prove my innocence. Are you wearing a magical tool that can shield against death chi? What? Senior brother, do you want me to take off my clothes in public like you? Ding! Getting up close for a big reveal. Gaining destiny value 53, little bastard. I will peel off your skin. Huh? What? Elder Diao, what are you doing? Let me out. Alright, Elder Wanju, let the younger generation handle their own affairs. You old thing. If it weren't for the evil pearl before, you would have silenced me. Elder Wanju, I am considering your grandson's well-being. If I really take off my clothes in public, my brothers and sisters will make your grandson feel even more inferior in comparison, and he will have inner demons. Ding! Getting up close for a big reveal X2, gaining 88 points in cultivation charm. Trembling, you little bastard. I will tear your mouth apart. This kid has quite a sharp tongue. They all moved away one after another. Kill you! Kill you! I'm going to kill you! If you have the courage, test your spiritual roots right here. Evil entities don't have spiritual roots. A simple test with the spirit testing stone will reveal the truth. Sect Master, this matter should not proceed. Although Junior Brother's current cultivation level is low, his performance against Wang Deng has already demonstrated astonishing potential. With a bit of cultivation, he can undoubtedly bring glory to our sect in the next Kanglan Grand Competition. In order to prevent the participating disciples from being targeted by other sects, the spiritual roots of the participating disciples must be kept secret before the competition. Only the master can know it. Even if they want to be tested, they must return to Xingyang Peak for testing. Testing at your Xingyang Peak means the results will be under your control, isn't that right? Wanju. What do you mean by this? Do you think I would shield an evil entity? That's impossible to say. Alright, seniors, let's not argue. I can undergo the public spiritual roots test. After proving my innocence, there's no need for senior brother to apologize or anything. After all, it's all for the sake of the sect. This kid has quite the character. Sometimes you have to fight to understand each other. I hope they can create a remarkable story in the future. Just compensate me with 3 million low-grade spirit stones as mental damages, and we can settle this. You really dare to ask for that? My monthly salary is only 10,000 low-grade spirit stones. If you can't take it out, then I'm sorry. I'd better ask my master to test it for me. I will notify you of the results when the time comes. Okay. 3 million, just 3 million. You test me now. I just happen to have a spirit testing stone here, so I'll be a notary. Spirit root testing stone. This spirit testing stone can test the basic 5-element spiritual roots and their quality. Different kinds of spiritual roots need to be tested with special spirit testing stones, which I don't have here for the time being. Different colors represent different attributes, and the height of the light beam represents the quality of the spiritual root. If you do not belong to the 5 elements spiritual roots, it will be displayed in gray here. If you do not have spiritual roots, there will be no change in the spiritual stone. Hold on to the bottom handle, and we can proceed with the test. Junior brother, don't worry. Senior sister, it's okay. Holding tightly, See. He is, What? Glowing faintly, this 5 colors? 5 elements mixed spiritual roots, impossible. How could he have spiritual roots? Mixed 5 elements spiritual roots? Isn't that the most common physique that cannot cultivate immortality? How did he reach the 5th level of chi refining, the light column? It's still rising. How is this possible? Mixed 5 elements spiritual roots are only considered ordinary. Could it be, What? Just now, no, Junior brother's current cultivation level is low, but his performance against Wang Deng has already demonstrated astonishing potential. I haven't even fused with the demon spirit root yet. Can the system manipulate the spirit testing stone? Yes, the host. What kind of spiritual roots would you like to display? Alright, look for something impressive, preferably top-notch. Firstly, it can help me surpass Wang Deng unexpectedly, with a reasonable explanation. Secondly, it will make them value me more, facilitating my self-preservation within the sect. Sure thing. Ding! Destiny value .846, the best of the 5 elements. How is this possible? Oh my god! It's actually mixed chaos 5 elements spiritual roots. Huh? Barrier what? Huh? What's going on? Isn't that the testing area for new sect disciples? Why did they activate the isolation barrier? Elder Diao, it's your responsibility to erase the memories of all disciples within the barrier regarding the test results of junior brother Xingye. What system? I told you to make it impressive. You clearly went overboard with the impressiveness. All the elders present, including the sect master, must swear an oath from the heart that the news about junior brother Xingye having mixed chaos 5 elements spiritual roots absolutely cannot be leaked outside. Typical 5 elements spiritual roots are mixed spiritual roots, belonging to the ordinary category. There's only one grade, commonly possessed by the majority of regular people. They have extremely low efficiency in absorbing spiritual energy, making it impossible to cultivate, also known as worthless spiritual roots. Don't leave, give me a bite. Free-flowing spiritual energy. Eat me, Appa. However, there's an exceptional type of 5 elements spiritual roots, mixed chaos 5 elements spiritual roots. This type not only absorbs spiritual energy at a speed comparable to supreme quality heaven spiritual roots but also, regardless of the primary attribute being cultivated, the other 4 attributes will synchronize and grow. Eat me, eat me. I'll open your mouth, here comes a little flying spiritual energy. Mixed chaos 5 elements spiritual roots have only appeared 3 times in the several thousand years of history in the Tianzhu continent. Those who possess this spiritual root, as long as they don't perish prematurely, will undoubtedly grow into formidable individuals capable of reshaping the world order. 3 of them smiling, Seniors, may I know the purpose of bringing me here? Moreover, isn't this the sect master's seat? Don't be nervous. It's more convenient to talk here. Xingye, my friend, exposing your mixed chaos 5 elements spiritual roots in front of everyone. The sect master really had to use his brains to block the news. I have no choice. Senior Wang was really forceful. I have already severely punished Elder Wang Zhu and junior nephew Wang Deng. They are also deeply ashamed of misunderstanding the little friend and have already gone to prepare compensation for the little friend's spiritual stone. They won't deliberately leak the news about my spiritual roots for revenge. Will they, junior brother, rest assured. All the disciples present, including senior disciple Wang Deng, have had their memories related to this matter erased by Elder Diao. A few old folks, including Elder Wang Zhu, also swore an oath from the heart. If the news is leaked, their Dao hearts will shatter, and they will lose all their cultivation. Oh? That's quite severe. It's not severe at all. Compared to protecting junior brother, these are trivial matters. But junior brother, does anyone else know about your mixed chaos spiritual roots? No, no one else knows. Are you sure there isn't? Absolutely, positively sure. No need to issue rewards. The disciples from the all-killed pavilion can come back. The members from the Shadow Alliance can also return. The ghostly hall can be disbanded. The door opened with a slight squeak. What happened, junior disciple Lu? Weren't you asked to wait outside? My junior sister, Xiaowan, is in trouble. What? Senior brother Guanglong, Wang Deng has really lost face this time. Yeah, accused someone of being a corpse puppet. Turns out they have spiritual roots. And not just any. What kind of spiritual roots were they again? I don't remember. Huh? I forgot about it too. It seems to be some kind of spiritual root that is quite unpopular. Step aside. Elder. Met Elder Wang Ju, let's go elsewhere. The one he was pushing was Wang Deng, right? Why was he injured more seriously? Well, it's all confusing. Ah, enforcement hall, inner hall, look at what you've done. Didn't you say he was the corpse refiner of that evil cultivation, and that he also had a storage ring with a valuable treasure in it? As a result, you were actually acquitted. So what if I make a mistake? Is Grandpa going to be upset over spirit stones? At worst, we can frame him with a charge, send him to the Valley of Repentance, and make sure he spits out everything with interest. Huh? Listen. You absolutely must not target this guy anymore. We'll go and apologize with spirit stones later. Grandpa. What are you talking about? On what grounds? I am the hope of our sect. The future grand competition, the marriage alliance with the Wanxian sect, all depend on me. What's that kid worth? He deserves an apology from me? I can only tell you that if you continue to target this boy, it will be considered as being against the entire Xingye sect. Even grandfather won't be able to help you at that time. How? What happened? What's going on? Who is he? He is the real hope for the future of Xingye sect. Huh? What? It's impossible. How could? He's a corpse puppet. I clearly used the true incantation goo. He is getting punished by his grandfather. Endure for a moment, this is the punishment for your rash actions and the sincerity required for an apology. Wow! The grilled meat smells delicious. Did someone come to deliver lunch for us? Ding! Destiny value point 17. What on earth? I complimented the delicious smell of grilled meat. Why at a destiny value? The door opened with a slight squeak. This, what the hell? Senior Elder Wang Ju, you're really something. Why did you make your grandson so charming? It's making senior sister envy him. I'm not envious. Ding! Destiny value point 38. Little friend Xing Ye. It was all a misunderstanding before. You have also seen it. I have already taught him a lesson. In addition to agreeing to compensate Junior for 3 million low-grade spirit stones, I'll add another 2 million, making it a total of 5 million low-grade spirit stones. I hope Junior can forgive the offense from my grandson and me earlier. I am short-sighted and have wronged my fellow Taoist. Please forgive me. All right, considering your sincerity, I'll forgive you. Senior sister, please hold on to the spirit stones for me. As a dowry, consider it an advance payment. Cough. Cough. Wang Deng, the matter between you and your junior brother has been settled. Now it's time to talk about our matter. Ah? What are you talking about? Junior sister Qianyan? Come out, This, What? Luo Jing. What do you mean by this? I've had enough. I don't want to be at your mercy anymore. Wang Deng, what's going on? What does it have to do with you that Xiaowan's niece has become like this? It's a long story. The reason why I misunderstood Taoist friend Xing Ye as a corpse refiner is all because of this woman. I was also planning to bring her to apologize together to Taoist. It's all because of her. She insisted that you, fellow Taoist Xing Ye, are the corpse refiner. We didn't believe it, so we dealt with her a little harshly. It was clearly you who used torture to extract a confession. You wanted to confirm the identity of the corpse refiner from junior sister Xiaowan's mouth. Despite enduring torture, she didn't reveal anything. In the end, you even used the truth-telling insect. Oh? Then did you tell them who did these things? It's me. What? Not only this matter, but I have also done many unreasonable things under your command, causing harm to heaven and reason. I will report everything, along with the evidence, to the sect leader and willingly accept any sanctions from the sect. Hey! It's ridiculous. All those things were clearly orchestrated by you. My biggest fault is being too soft-hearted. Considering we are from the same sect, I wanted to give you a chance to reform without exposing you early on. Say whatever you want. I'm heading to meet the sect leader now. Let's see if, faced with solid evidence, he'll believe your story. Hurry! Go ahead and act quickly. If you have any evidence, shouldn't you give it to the sect master before you see me, right? Now that you are exposing yourself directly, do you want to force me to do something to you? Junior sister Luo Qing. Oh, failed, huh? A quarter of an hour ago. I have been implanted with the life and death goo, or you can say it insect, by him. As long as he controls the mother goo, he can make me die on the spot. Although I can't produce concrete evidence for the evil deeds he has done before, I will pretend to have it, forcing him to use the goo to kill me. This way, I can establish a charge against him for harming fellow disciples. With his current physical condition, once he is sent to the Valley of Repentance, death is inevitable. Are you sacrificing yourself? This is the fate I deserve. Allow me to say something unpleasant to hear. Among those harmed by you, it's not just Shawan, right? Why did you only discover your conscience now? Even if I had died, it would have been meaningless. But your appearance gave me a chance to take down Wang Deng. Wang Deng is a very arrogant man, he plans everything very well, but you made him fail in his plans again and again, and he suffered a humiliation he's never experienced before. Now that he's out of his mind, it's the perfect opportunity to get him, and even though I won't be able to publicize his evil deeds, I'll be satisfied if I can take him down with me. Unexpectedly, I have been helping you hide your evil deeds, but in exchange, you will bite me in the face. What, Grandpa, all the evil things this woman has done, including the harm to junior sister Shawan, I have recorded them with a photo stone and placed them in my residence. When the time comes, please handle it according to the sect's rules. This, from the very beginning, was I just a tool for you to shift the blame? Still talking like this, it's truly disheartening. However, concealing your crimes is also a fact. After you face justice, I won't evade it, I'll bear the deserved punishment. Of course, if my junior sister can provide any evidence that I participated in the evil, I will not shirk my responsibility. Speaking of evidence, What? Isn't the witness right in front of us? Don't say that the victim can also give false testimony. Her testimony is naturally credible. I also hope that I can heal junior sister Shawan and restore my innocence. Once the truth-telling insect is implanted, it rapidly consumes the host's vitality. Until the vitality is entirely depleted, the host will truthfully answer any questions. Junior sister Shawan's vitality has long been devoured by the poisonous insects to a critical point. Removing the poisonous insects would result in her death, and she would lose all consciousness. Unless there is a legendary elixir capable of replenishing vitality from the heavens above, otherwise, the life force generated by ordinary means cannot replenish vitality quickly enough to surpass the consumption of the truth-telling insect. If the insect cannot be removed, Shawan will never wake up. All right, Luo Qing will follow me back to the law enforcement hall to investigate the matter clearly. Since this matter involves my grandson, it will be handed over to other law enforcement elders for investigation. I guarantee that no good person will be wronged and no one will be shielded. No need for that. It's better to ask this junior sister directly to get a clear answer. What does little friend Xing Ye want to do? Junior disciple Lu has already made it clear to you. Her current state makes it impossible for her to respond to the outside world, unless you use some forbidden techniques like soul searching. Soul searching? No, once the soul is damaged, it truly becomes like the living dead. Rest assured, senior sister, I will use the safest method to cure junior sister Xiaowan. You should know that I have some knowledge of medicine. Not long ago, I even brought someone back to life who had consumed dozens of highly poisonous pills. Isn't that yourself? What does that have to do with medical knowledge? System, I can't conveniently use the shopping panel right now. Just pick a pill from the store that they haven't seen before, something inexpensive and harmless. All right. Senior sister, first, feed this pill to junior sister Xiaowan. It will replenish her vitality. Wait! What the hell is this? What's wrong? Haven't I fulfilled the host's request? What a fancy pill bottle, and it even has the name of the pill written on it. The scent is unique, but why is there no spiritual energy fluctuation? No need to discuss anymore, senior sister. Quickly feed it to her. Senior sister feeding pill to junior sister, Xiaowan. Alright, you guys step back some. First, invite the fox. Second, invite the yellow. Third, invite the python. Fourth, invite the tall. Fifth, invite the judge. Sixth, invite the king of the hell. Finally, invite the teacher. Little insects, don't be presumptuous. What a mess, playing mysterious tricks! The three pure ones of heaven and earth. Tao techniques are ever-changing. Elemental yang enters the body. Immune to the 5 poisons, heaven and earth are boundless. Borrowing the laws of laws, the pure body of 9 yang, made of golden essence, the technique of transforming the primordial spirit. Evil spirits, disperse. Go away, go away. Host, what unnecessary actions are you doing? Didn't the system tell you that using the inverse energy of yin and yang is more than enough to save this little girl? You understand nothing. Bringing someone back to life with a touch would be too shocking. The more mysterious my actions, the less they understand, the safer I am. Spiritual energy flows throughout the entire body. What? Is her vitality really recovering? No. How is that possible? What did he do? Others looking at them. As expected of the chaos spirit root, this method is unheard of all over the world. Well, that Hahaha pill and the spells he chanted are also very unfamiliar to me. Maybe he obtained that ancient legacy from the pimp teacher he mentioned at the end. If the sect leader has such skills, maybe we can consider letting him give it a try. Let's observe for now, his cultivation level is still too low. Moreover, it seems that this method causes quite significant damage to him. System. Stop sucking my spiritual energy. You're going to exhaust me. Didn't the host ask me to help you show your weakness as realistically as possible? Enough already. I realize I've been too whiny. Xiaowan. Are you awake, huh? Senior sister. Where am I? It's impossible. The true telling insect is still inside her. How could she be awake? Huh. The true telling insect actually came out on its own. The vitality inside Xiaowan's body is so abundant that even the goo worm couldn't absorb it. Xiaowan, don't move, ha! What, Junior brother. What are you doing? The truth-speaking insect finally came out with difficulty. Why did you stuff it back in? Where has it gone? Can't find it. Junior sister Xiaowan, tell me your biggest secret. While the senior sister was taking a bath, I stole her panties and collected them. So it was you, ah. It hurts, senior sister, I was wrong. Junior sister Xiaowan, who tortured you before and planted the truth-speaking insect on you. It was senior brother Wang Deng who instigated junior sister Luo Qing to do it. What? No, I didn't. She's talking nonsense. The truth-speaking insect is still inside her body. Now everything junior sister Xiaowan says is 100% true. Wang Deng, you harmed your fellow disciples. Why don't you admit your guilt? All right. Playing it this way, huh? If death it is, let's die together. Then Xiaowan, you tell me. How are you sure he's involved in corpse refining? In general, once she confesses the truth, let's see how you defend yourself. If you try to stop or remove the truth-speaking insect, it proves you're guilty. Oh? Who said he's involved in corpse refining? He's just a silly, sweet, innocent young man enchanted by senior sister's beauty. Hey! What are saying? What? That's not what you said before, sorry. I was just joking around earlier. Now what I'm saying is the truth. What kind of joke is this? Earlier, I also planted the truth-telling insect on you. Oh. Over. It's over. Sect Master came? All right. The truth is clear now, Wang Deng. Do you acknowledge your guilt? Not? It's not like that, Sect Leader. His grandfather beat him. It's all my fault. His father passed away early, and I, as his grandfather, am constantly occupied with sect affairs. I focused solely on improving my grandson's cultivation but neglected to teach him about his character. Sect Master, if you wish to impose a punishment, please punish me as well for my neglect. The sect has its rules, Wanju. You are still the elder of the Law Enforcement Hall. You should be more clear-minded. Wang Deng and Luo Qing harmed fellow sect members. According to the sect rules, they are to be sent to the Repentance Valley. Great! Finally! Ha! You scoundrel! It's all because of you, betraying me. Just let me die now. Sister Luo Qing, are you going to become a fairy or you can say it immortal? Yeah, little sister. From now on, I'll take care of our village. Only need to pay half the taxes. Wow, that's great. Have you heard the news? The newcomer just came out from the mountain ditch. Well, no wonder they seem so rustic. Hey, if you don't want anything to happen to your village, then practice dual cultivation with me. Junior sister, are you okay? Can you stand up? As long as I find a backer, I can gain a foothold in the sect. As long as I can stop causing pain to my father, mother, and sister, and prevent everyone in the village from enduring hardships, I am willing to do anything. The truth-speaking insect worms have already destroyed your heart, Meridian. I can't save you, but I can prevent you from dying so quickly. Do you have any last words? The things in my storage ring. Please give them to my younger sister. Just tell her that her sister has become an immortal and ascended to the upper realm, and she won't be coming back. Let her take good care of Dad and Mom. Okay, is there anything else? If only I had held onto this hand at that time, what? How good it would have been. She took the initiative to cut off my life flow. I guess she has said everything she wanted to say. Bitch, die well. I will not only kill you, your father, mother, and even your sister. I will send someone to kill them too. Hee, compared to before, your strength has weakened a lot. This is your true strength, right? It's nothing, just a scratch. Wang Deng, who conspired with evil cultivators to kill a large number of outer disciples? Huh? What are you talking about? It was me, and grandfather was helping too, you scoundrel. What nonsense are you talking about, Elder Wang Ju? Have your grandson explain himself? What did I say? What's going on? My life force is decreasing. Is it true, grandfather? Could it be that just now? But how did he use the truth-telling technique? And weren't the truth-telling insects still in Yunwan's body? If you can't figure it out, stop thinking about it. Just answer the questions. Why did you kill your fellow disciples? And how did Elder Wang Ju help you? 4 years ago, I was captured by evil cultivators during a sect mission. Once he knew my identity, he planned to use me to collect the souls of low-level cultivators. Damn it! My body is not obeying its orders again. He first forced me to learn a set of upper-level techniques called Gu King Art, which could significantly boost cultivation but required absorbing the essence of other cultivators. Otherwise, it could lead to demonic cultivation. So, I regularly targeted outer disciples without no family background, providing them to the evil cultivator. He would extract their souls, leaving behind their blood essence for my cultivation. Continuing with only the upper-level technique would also lead to demonic cultivation. He said he would teach me the lower half of the technique once I helped him collect 500 souls. Continuously practicing only the upper half of the cultivation technique can also lead to demonic deviation. He said that as long as I help him collect enough souls from 500 people, he will teach me the lower half of the technique to me. Due to the disappearance of outer disciples and due to ongoing disappearances of outer sect disciples, someone reported it to the law enforcement hall. A steward from the hall investigated and found a connection to me, so they informed my grandfather first. I told my grandpa the truth. Grandpa found out that the Gu King Art was an ancient technique from the ends of the earth. As long as I continued to absorb blood and essence, it would have no other side effects, so he secretly got rid of the law enforcement officials who were investigating me. After that, we went to meet that evil cultivator together, and after learning that the evil cultivator's strength was not inferior to that of the Supreme Elder, and that he really possessed the second half of the Gu King Art, reluctantly accepted my actions. Also, the law enforcement hall later responded to the case of missing disciples, handled with detachment. Grandson, he's not going to die. Just suffered a significant loss of vitality. I'll remove the truth-telling insect right away. You actually allowed Wang Deng to commit such a heinous act. Sect Master. Those people were just insignificant outer disciples. You've witnessed the improvement in my grandson's strength. He has only practiced the upper half. Enough. Using human blood for cultivation, how is this any different from demonic cultivation? So what? Can't you see the current state of our sect, Sect Master? If we don't make a breakthrough, Xingye's sect will be ruined by our hands. A breakthrough that goes against principles is better off letting it be ruined. Moreover, haven't the heavens sent us a great opportunity now? Wang Deng and his grandfather were caught and taken to the sect's heavenly prison. This is also my negligence as the sect master. The law enforcement elder and the core disciples colluded with evil cultivators, and I didn't even notice. Now I'm troubling my friends to help clean up the sect. Certainly, as disciples, it is our duty to protect the reputation of the sect. By the way, this is for you. What's this? The identity token of an inner disciple. Congratulations, young friend Xing Ye, on officially joining our Xingye sect. Ding! Mission completed. Cultivation points 800. Number of draws 1. Finally finished one mission. How does the sect master plan to deal with the Wang family's ancestor and grandson? Are they going to the Valley of Repentance together? The Valley of Repentance is only for disciples below the Golden Core stage, and it's a place for those not sentenced to death. There's a good chance of survival there. For such serious crimes, they will be directly thrown into the sect's heavenly prison, awaiting the Elder's judgment. At the lightest, their cultivation will be abolished. Spiritual transmission, moreover, Wanju knows about the young friend's spiritual roots, so I won't allow him to leave the heavenly prison. Sect Master has thought it through. Disciple Lu, take young friend Xingye to the Scripture Pavilion and Treasure Pavilion to choose techniques and magical weapons. It's okay, senior sister, you can take him there. Although I'm still weak and can't stand up, I can still push the wheelchair back to Xingyang Peak by myself. You better stay here and take care of your senior sister. Just tell me the location, and I'll go by myself. Consider yourself lucky, you've got some insight. Not in vain did this lady keep your secret. Come on, open your mouth. How's the bathwater? Not too hot, right? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I want to fully experience the world of two people with my senior sister. Sect Master, this is. His beloved disciple has been harmed so miserably. If I don't tie him up first, this old guy will fight to the death with Wang Ju and his grandson. You've suffered so much, my disciple. As a master, I won't spare that brat Wang Deng, rest assured. I, as your master, will meticulously care to heal the pain in your body and soul. This time, thanks to the young friend. I owe you a favor. Wait, master, no need for thanks. Let's go. I'll take you to the alchemy room for some adjustments. No, this sect master is also busy, Lu nephew. Take young friend Xingye around the sect after exploring the sect, then go to the city. I observed the stars and saw that there would be a meteor shower tonight. The spirit-infused pool in the back mountain is open for the day, perfect for soaking in the spirit spring while enjoying the beautiful scenery. The sect master sure talks a lot today. Yes. Come on, I'll take you through the initiation process. Do we need a flying sword for that? Yes, the technique pavilion and the spiritual weapon pavilion are quite far from here. Well, I'm used to it. I guess I can manage without a sleeping bag. But if I can't stand steadily, I might have to lean on senior sister for support, holding on to her waist. Senior sister using multi-layered sword control technique. Senior sister, would this be too draining on your spiritual energy? No, I thought gathering evidence against Wang Deng and the collusion with the Law Enforcement Hall and evil cultivators would be extremely difficult. I was prepared for a long investigation, but you solved it as soon as you joined the sect. I also didn't expect it to go so smoothly. Fortunately, Senior Wang's assistance was timely, and the truth-speaking insect proved to be incredibly effective. Not because both your and Xiao Wan's acting skills are outstanding, and it's not that easy to successfully use true-telling insect on him, right? As expected, senior sister, did you really discover it? When you put things into the storage space, there's a mana fluctuation, but when you integrated the demonic pill, there wasn't. So, during that moment, it seemed like you were putting the true-telling insect back, but in reality, you used the method of storing the demonic pill to transfer it away. This way, you avoided the risk of exposing your identity, and could use the removed true-telling insect to secretly plot against Wang Deng. By doing this, you avoided the risk of exposing your identity, and could use the removed true-telling insect to secretly plot against Wang Deng. Afterward, you just needed to secretly coordinate with Xiao Wan, perform a play about the true-telling insect still being in her body, and it was completed. Even though only cultivators at the Golden Core stage can communicate through divine sense, you managed it differently. Vibrating your fingertips with spiritual energy to simulate vocal cords and produce sound, as it's within the ears, even with faint, imperceptible spiritual power, it can be clearly heard, especially with your ears blocked. Hence, none of us noticed. Little girl, I'll ask you questions later, just pretend the true-telling insect is still in your body. I really can't hide it from senior sister. Actually, I also wish to be involved in the battle rather than summarizing the battle. Next time, definitely next time. Senior sister, your conflicted emotions are manifesting in the behavior of the flying sword. The method of cultivating goo, did you learn it from that demonic cultivator's ring? Well, the goo technique is indeed in the ring, and goo insects require learning the core cultivation technique of their original form. However, for goo techniques like true-telling goo, which don't require direct manipulation, learning the corresponding method is sufficient. I thought I considered everything thoroughly in my actions, but compared to junior brother, I still fall short. In the goo king technique, there should be many methods for controlling various goo insects, right? Junior brother unexpectedly learned them all without knowing if he would ever use them in this lifetime. Oh no. Actually, I learned it temporarily from the system. I always feel like I owe you more and more. It's alright, in the worst case, we can always commit ourselves to each other. By the way, senior sister, could you please stop changing the flight formation of these two swords all the time? I don't want to cause trouble for you, junior brother. Huh? We've arrived at the cultivation technique pavilion. With your identity token, you can enter directly. Entering inside the technique pavilion. Host, the system has scanned the area, and there are several cultivation techniques here that can fulfill the requirements for Mission 1. Main mission, cultivate a cultivation technique. And obtain a minimum of 300 points of destiny value. Success, 1 lottery draw. Failure, half reduction in divine sense. Time limit 1 year. Cultivating increases the risk value, right? Why isn't there such a cultivation technique in the system store? The system specifies that mission items cannot be directly purchased from the store. Damn, always setting up these tricky rules. By the way, since there's no one else here, go ahead and draw that lottery for me. Sure. Pull the ribbon to open the mysterious gift box, still making it so fancy. There won't be a thank you for your patronage, that's deceiving, right? The lottery rewards are guaranteed. That's good then. Congratulations on obtaining the system software sound transmission editor. What's this? Function introduction. It can block, intercept, and re-edit all sound transmissions from jade pendants and divine consciousness within a radius of 800 meters before resending. It can record all jade pendant sound transmission markers within an 800-meter radius, and supports the mutual authentic transmission of the recorded markers. What the heck? Is this a scamming artifact for cultivating immortals? Isn't this a function you already have in the system? I remember you previously manipulated Senior Sister Master's sound transmissions. I can only receive, modify, and closely mimic sound transmissions from the host's jades. I can't do anything with divine sense transmissions, and I don't have these additional features. Well, it seems like a fun thing, very flexible to use. So fast? What cultivation techniques did you choose? I selected 3. Why are they all cultivation techniques with extremely severe side effects? Especially this God's Demise technique, which can change the form of divine sense to harm the enemy. Although it can severely damage the opponent's divine sea each time it's used, it also causes significant damage to one's own divine sense, rendering oneself powerless in battle. It's a rather flawed cultivation technique. It's okay, I might not necessarily use them, just researching a bit. Let's go to the weapon pavilion. This junior brother is good at everything, just has a tendency to enjoy being tortured. Senior sister, I suddenly feel that the sleeping bag is more comfortable. Let me investigate. Interception mode. Oh, received so quickly. How do you change the content? Long press the chat box. Awesome! Can I even impersonate the other person and reply directly? Hee hee, tonight I'll be able to win over junior sister Ruachin. Boasting about having a girlfriend is nothing special. No. We're about to become dual cultivating partners. Oh, junior sister replied to me so quickly. Qin Shi Huang, pay up. Ding dong. Junior sister? What are you talking about? Who is Qin Shi Huang? Is he threatening you? Friend Qin Shi, we agreed not to inquire about each other's identities in advance. What's the meaning of this? Besides, there's no need for me to pay you even if I know your name, right? Understood. I won't reveal your real name in the report. If you really want to know inside information, the price is negotiable. Ha. This is too much fun, Qin Xian. You must do your best to protect that chaotic spiritual root. Fulfill any requests he has, use all sect resources to enhance his cultivation. But never let him leave Qingyan's sect until he reaches the nascent soul stage.